Buddy, Carolyn Cummings with News4u TV, and we have got a fabulous show for you this week. We sent Chris out to Marina Point for quite a sacrifice. The Freak took some time out of his freakishly busy schedule to reminisce about the good old days. And Charles headed to the land of Lincoln to sit down with the cast and crew of Fiddler on the Roof. But first, let's just lounge around for the oh-so-special sounds of Bob Ballard at the Evansville Executive Inn.
I'm Bob Ballard, and I'm here at the Executive Inn Lobby Bar. I'm here Tuesday through Saturday night, starting at 7:30 during the week, 8 o'clock on Saturday night.
How long have you been playing music?
Oh, about 30 years.
30 years of playing music?
Yeah.
How did you start? What got you
Well, I started playing saxophone in 8th grade, and then progressed from there to guitar, and played guitar for a long time, and then played bass for a long time, and then piano was the last instrument I actually pursued. But my voice has always been the instrument that's carried me through all the transitions of the instruments. I've always enjoyed vocal harmony, so I like the vocal groups, so Three Dog Night, Beach Boys, and things like that. And I grew up in the late 60s and early 70s was my teenage years. Oh, if I had to pick the top 4, and not necessarily in this order, but more than likely, I would say the #1 requested tune is Brown Eyed Girl. The second one would be Margaritaville. Third one would be Piano Man, and after that, probably old-time rock and roll.
Do any of those just make you want to kill by the end of it?
Depends on how I feel and how many times I've had to play them.
It's okay. Get your kicks down on Route 66.
What can people expect when they come in with the executive to see you play?
Well, I put out a list of songs of about 300 tunes. I probably know 1,000, but there's about 300 tunes on that list, and I learn new songs constantly. And I enjoy playing what people want to hear, and I don't want to have to think about it. So I'd rather play a request than what they want, than something that I have to pick. Because usually I'll start out, if I start out the evening, I usually start out with a couple of jazz standards.
Somebody else is disturbing her. She said, "I've been a fool, you can count on. Why did you come when no one else was around?" I said, "But oh baby, never had you treated me mean."
I have a fairly broad vocal range, somewhere around 3.5 octaves. So if I wanted to hear me stretch out, I would ask for a song called Leah, or I might do a tune called Blue Moon, which I do the bass parts as well as the alto parts. And it's those would be vocally challenging to sing.
You got a CD?
Yeah, I have a CD. It's entitled Long Cold Summer. I wrote all the songs on here. It's a hodgepodge of blues. A couple of that might lean a little in jazz, and one or two that might lean a little country. What I did when I recorded it was, rather than target it, I just put the best 10 songs that I thought I had written at that time and on here, and went to the studio with it.
You can go right back where you been. She said, now you've been sailing high.
Well, you can get the CD by coming down here to the piano bar, and I'll be happy to enlighten you with one for a humble contribution of $15.
Website or anything?
I haven't got a website. I've got an email address, Ballard at att.net.
Let's go step on in.
Creed. Just about says it all now, doesn't it? Well, the guys from the tribute band My Sacrifice think so. They're touring incognito as Scott Stapp and the boys, and Marina Point welcomed them with arms wide open. Enjoy.
And good evening to you folks. This is Chris, and I'm talking to you from outside Marina Point, where we're with My Sacrifice, Creed tribute band.
Now we have to reflect on all the fame. Time to give the light eyes. The light eyes. Doing out questioning. That there is no bright eye. No bright eye. You need to play and sing for the house. My old shoes and light eye. The light eye.
We've got Jack here, and your lead vocal?
Yes.
And John, guitar?
Mario Contreras, bass. Dan on drums.
All right. So the question's got to be asked, you know, all the bands out there, why did you guys choose Creed?
Choose Creed because John and I look similar to the actual band. They back in Chicago, where we're from, I've been stopped about a year and a half ago, mistaken for Scott Stapp. People think that John, they call him Johnny Tremonti. And then
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, he's the face. He's got the face going on. So how long have you guys been a band together? How long have you been playing as My Sacrifice?
Since July of 2002.
So how'd you meet the other guys? How did it end up being this collection of fellas up on stage?
Well, it's pretty funny because there were two Creed tribute bands in Chicagoland. It was My Sacrifice and My Own Prison, and Dan and Mario were from My Own Prison. And
taking the best of both worlds, putting them together. It's a good plan for success.
Silence now, the sound, my breathing over emotion around. Demons fluttering around, my face shows no emotion. Shadow die by acceptance, expecting no return. Here there is no fairness, my skin begins to burn. And I said,
So what was the name of your first band?
my first band was called Silence. We were signed on SRA Records back in '89.
And same style of music, the heavy rock?
Oh, yeah, it was a cross between like an Yngwie Malmsteen meets Queensryche.
Wow, now there's an interesting stepchild. So where you guys head next?
We're heading back to Chicago and playing some gigs right around there. We did one other tour besides that over the summer. We did what was called the Serenity Tour, which was through Louisiana, Mississippi, St. Louis, and Central Illinois.
So you guys are pretty well traveled, not just a local band. You've seen a little bit of the country.
You know, we were also out on the East Coast last Thanksgiving too.
Well, that's cool.
Come on, Evansville. We gotta sing this one together now. Hold it now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking. Hold me now. Well, I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm prepared. Maybe 6 feet ain't so far now. Hold me now. 'Cause I'm 6 feet from the edge.
Trying to wrap it up, let these guys get out there and perform, do what they're here to do. Jack, thanks for taking time with us tonight. Appreciate it. You guys have a good show.
What happened to the good times? Heck, what happened to the places we used to go for those good times? The Freak waxes poetic as he heads down memory lane. Or should I say parking lot? Oh, progress. Check it out.
Hey everybody, this is the Freak hanging out down at the Peephole on 2nd and Main. One of my very, very favorite places to spend an afternoon on the planet. I don't know, I was feeling kind of sentimental about the old days today. I know. Why don't we take a trip back in time? We'll visit all my old haunts from back in the day. Be a good time. The Tennessean. $2 for a big plate of greasy fries, $1.50 for a burger, the big open grill sitting there, the interesting clientele. God, I love the place. Of course, it's gone now. Many days out on the Evansville walkway as a youth. Of course, if you try walking down the street now, you'll get hit. I'd recommend anybody who's still a teenager and can't get into bars yet to come down and check out the grotto. Of course, you can because, well, the area just caters to 21 and over now. We did that piece a couple of weeks ago at Scotty's on the Girls of Illusion, which got me thinking about the first drag show, a female impersonator show that I ever saw, which was down here at Tina Fey's on the riverfront. Of course, Tina Fey's, like everything else so far, is gone too. It's going to be a bank, which is probably a little bit more, useful to the city as a whole, but I doubt it's going to be nearly as flamboyant or as much fun. I spent a lot of Wednesday nights down here at the Coliseum watching wrestling. Now, they still do wrestling down here on Thursday nights. They try really hard and do a good job of it. But somehow it's just not the same without Jerry Lawler, Austin Idol, Dutch Mantell, Jimmy the Mouth of the South Heart, Randy Savage, the Road Warriors, the PYTs, the Moondogs, the New York Dolls, even the fabulous ones.
From Seneca to Cahoga,
Fabulous ones. The Raw Cinemas. Rocky Horror Midnight once a month. Stop the Car concerts. Dollar Cinemas. And the only place in town you can see art films for a long, long time. Of course, now the only thing you can get is a side order of potato roll lays. I want to say thanks for relaying with me. I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of sad to see what's gone. Sometimes it's alright to sit in your basement and ponder the days gone by, but that's only alright for a little while. Sometimes you just need to get out there, find new things, new places, new stuff to do, which is what we try to do each and every week here on News4u TV. Peace, and we're out. The indelible D public enemy #1. My foe said freeze, and I got numb. Truth be told, Dad, I never really had a gun. But you treat it like soap on a rope because the beat and the lies are so dope.
Our first anniversary here at News4u TV is rapidly approaching, so we decided to take a step back and look at some of our favorite segments. Earlier this summer, Charles got to sit down and hang out with the cast and crew of Fiddler on the Roof, and we thought it was definitely worth checking out again.
Music is always happy. It's always fun.
It tames the beast.
Sometimes, yes.
Is Tevye a beast?
He can be.
Yeah?
He can be, but you know, he's really got a big soft heart. He's just a lovable kind of guy. I mean, he's a dairyman, so.
A dairyman?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to be
Does that mean he delivers milk or he likes milk or drinks milk?
a little bit of both, actually.
So he's got milk,
I think,
right?
yeah, he does. He's got milk. Yeah.
A fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But in our little village of Anatevka, you might say that every one of us is a fiddler on the roof.
Hey guys, we're sitting here with artistic director of the Lincoln Amphitheater, Elliot Wasserman. Elliot, how are you this evening?
I'm good. I'm good.
Excellent. We're getting ready to watch Fiddler on the Roof.
Well, that's good because that's what we're doing tonight.
We're
Fiddler
doing.
on the Roof.
Oh, good, good. I wasn't
Some
sure
nights
about
it's Young
that.
Abe Lincoln.
Young Abe Lincoln, which is not tonight, but it is every other night.
Actually, not this season. This season you have to check the schedule because we'll do Fiddler for a couple of nights and then Young Abe for a couple of nights. We broke it down that way so there'd be fewer changeovers because there's a very, very elaborate set. I really need to stress that although USI is the producing organization, the summer theaters, both New Harmony Theater and the Lincoln Amphitheater, are both professional theaters. And I travel all over the United States auditioning people and bringing in talent. A lot of our talent comes from New York, some from LA. We do get some college students in chorus roles, but most of the principals are professional actors who've been out there for a while. So people that come out and actually make the trip out from Evansville, and they see what we've got out here, often they're just amazed because they had no idea. So I'm trying to, I don't want to be the best kept secret. I want people to know that there is big time professional theater out here under the stars, or under the roof.
This is the real deal. People coming from all over the country to perform for you, and all you have to do is come out and see it. Yeah, the talent is phenomenal, and
really
somebody is getting ready to go from here to L.A.
Yeah. Now, first of all, we've had a number of actors who've been here who've subsequently gotten film roles. Missy Pyle is probably the most well-known from our group, who's been in a number of films. She was in As Good as It Gets with Nicholson.
Mm-hmm.
She was in Galaxy Quest with Tim, whatever his name is. I can't think of his
Tim
name.
Allen.
Tim Allen, yeah. But we've had a number. But we've had a number of actors make it to Broadway. We had one in Hal Prince's Showboat, another in Beauty and the Beast.
Wasn't there someone in Rent?
Yeah. Shayna Steele went to Rent. She went right from this show here to Rent.
Yeah.
So
you're the breeding ground for
we are the
super talent
breeding
in the
ground.
area.
But we've got one in this show who's going to have a continuing role in the fall on the Wanda Sykes show.
It's a funny show. Do you guys have a website?
Yes, we do. Lincoln-amphitheater.com.
Lincoln-amphitheater.com.
Right, or dial, or just call. You can call the office in Evansville 465-1668, and the box office is 1-800-264-4ABE, A-B-E.
Come see the show. It's a fantastic production. I'm Charles. This is News4u TV, and we're out.
Again, this is